What's up, YouTube? It's Dylan. Today I want to talk about how self-awareness is the key to all of your problems, and it is the key to creating the life that you want to live, the life that you desire. And the first thing I'll share about is how our unconsciousness is holding us back, what your life looks like with a little to no self-awareness, and then I'll share about how and why self-awareness is so key to transformation. And then I'll give you some action steps to develop more self-awareness in your day-to-day life. So let's get into it. First of all, I wanted to share about the unconscious mind and just the unconscious nature of how a lot of people are living if you have little to no self-awareness. So from ages 0 to 7, you pick up a ton of conditioning, a ton of programming, a ton of beliefs that just get lodged in your subconscious mind. And then from there on, you continue to also pick more programs and conditions and beliefs up that get into your subconscious mind, just accumulates on top of each other. And it can be things like money is hard to make. It can be things like I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy of success. I have to prove myself to people. I don't deserve to prioritize myself. I need to put other people over myself. If you're a people pleaser, you would resonate with that one a lot. And we just develop, or we pick up these things throughout our life experience. And they dictate our lives because of how our beliefs create our reality. And I have another video on that. If you want to go watch that, it's on my channel. Maybe I'll link it in the description as well. And because our beliefs create our reality, if we have all these unconscious beliefs, we have little to no self-awareness of these things. They are running our lives on autopilot. That's why you see so many people who are constantly stressed out, constantly anxious. So many people lack confidence. So many people are in financial insecurity. It's because of these beliefs that are unconscious that run your life. And the only way to change them, the only way to transform those beliefs is through awareness of them. So that is why self-awareness is so important, because these things run on autopilot all day, and your mind is about 95% subconscious, 5% conscious. So 95% of your life is a manifestation of your subconscious programs and beliefs. And if you're not aware of them, then you can't change them. And they'll continue to run on autopilot. They'll continue to reinforce themselves and get even deeper and deeper ingrained into your life. That's why, if you see some people who are older, maybe they're completely resistant to changing certain aspects of their life that they would have been a little bit more open to changing if, they're in their 20s or 30s. These things get more and more ingrained from just the autopilot that they repeat themselves on. And how do you break out of this cycle? How do you break the generational curses that have been passed down to you? Is through your self-awareness. You develop awareness to see and to know and to recognize these beliefs and these thoughts when they come up, and recognize them as results in your life. 95% of your life will be a result of your subconscious beliefs and programs. And that's a really simple way to develop some self-awareness around it. But that's why self-awareness is so important. How does it actually cause a shift? Is because when you become aware of your beliefs, you become aware of your thoughts, then you're able to make a different choice, to make a different decision. If you're not aware of how you sabotage yourself and, spend all your money every single time you get a paycheck, if you're not aware of that, you can't change it. And so therefore, it's going to repeat itself over and over again. To break that cycle, you have to become aware of it. You have to become aware, hey, I'm spending all my money every single time that I get my paycheck. How can I stop this? Where are these beliefs coming from? Or what beliefs is this coming from? A better way to say it. And how can I intervene and shift and change my reality? So that is how and why self-awareness is so important. Because it's literally the only way to change yourself. You become aware of what you've been doing, your unconscious self, your unconscious thoughts, feelings, emotions, behaviors, actions. You become aware of it, and then every time you notice it, you make a different choice. That is a basic framework for transformation. Awareness of your unconscious behaviors and thoughts and emotions. In the moment you become aware of it, you make a different choice. And it's going to be uncomfortable, for sure. But the self-awareness is the key to even having the ability to make a different choice. And that's why it's so important. So how can you develop more self-awareness if you're just, learning about this and you're wanting to transform your life? How do you develop more self-awareness? I would say there's two really simple ways to do this. The first is meditation. To sit down with yourself, no distractions, no phone, no people around you. You can do it in nature or you can do it in your house. Maybe put some very light music in your ears. No sensory experiences outside of you, except for maybe, like I said, some light music or the sounds of the wind. And you can close your eyes and just sit there and pay attention to the thoughts that you have. Pay attention to the feelings you feel in your body, and then do your best to trace them back to, okay, what belief is this coming from? To have that introspective nature to ask yourself, what is this belief coming from? Or what is this thought coming from? What is this feeling coming from? What belief are these things stemming from? And then to add on top of that, the second thing is to journal. After you can start becoming aware of some of these things, you can write them down, make it even more aware. If it's just in your mind, it can be, it can come and go really quickly, like our thoughts do all day, every day. They come, they go. We have an average of 60 to 70,000 thoughts every day, I believe. And so after you become aware of them in your mind, then to solidify your awareness of these unconscious behaviors and thoughts and beliefs is to write them down on paper. Then you can see them. You can look back at them in case you forget about it. Maybe it goes unconscious on autopilot. You forget about it. Let me go look back at all the beliefs and thoughts that I've written down that I know are contributing to the life that I don't want to live, and the feelings and the experience of life that I don't want to have. And then I'll share a third extra bonus, I guess you could say, tip to self-awareness. And it's something you can do throughout your entire day. You don't have to sit down and meditate. You don't have to sit down and journal. So it's something accessible with you 24 hours a day when you're awake, is come back to your breath. When you notice you're at the store, you're going to pay for something, and these contractions, these feelings of, oh, I'm not going to have enough money, to pay my rent or to pay my electric, or, oh, I can't go out with my friends, whatever it is, that belief of not enough money brings up within you, you can just bring yourself back to your breath. And you can do this throughout. You don't have to have these emotions or anything come up. You can be feeling extremely happy and bring yourself back to your breath. So it's very simple. Your mind's wandering over here, looking this way, having a conversation with somebody, maybe you're even watching this YouTube video, and you just breathe in. I'm aware that I'm breathing in, and breathe out. I'm aware that I'm breathing out, and just do that for as many breaths as you can. The first while that you do it, you might only be able to be aware of your breath for a couple of seconds at a time, but just bring it back more and more. The more you do it, the more you put the reps in, the better you'll get. It's the same with anything. If you go to the gym, if you work out, you got to put your reps in to get better at anything. It's the same with mental and emotional and spiritual practices as well. Is the more you do it, the better you'll get, and the more self-awareness you will develop, then the more you will be able to have the choice to make a different decision, because you develop the self-awareness. And those things will compound over time, and you can see it happen fairly quickly, depending on just what it is you're working with, depending on your life experience. And you can transform your life extremely fast and in amazing ways with the practice of simply self-awareness. So meditation, journaling, bringing your awareness back to your breath is some of the best ways to develop this self-awareness so that you can become a master of your destiny. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you got some good insights, some good practical tips, then I would love if you hit the like button, hit the subscribe, share a comment, share your thoughts on this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.